I love the Necromancer class. It's so fun.
I agree. I'm actually on a Necromancer tank.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been playing my Necro tank a lot on live as well, so...
I mostly with DPS, but I slot in a heal ability or two usually on the live servers. But
Okay,
it
cool.
was
I think
as soon as
Finn's there now, so we can all teleport to him.
Okay. As soon as I saw that
you're
the
cool to do
abilities were
better,
all like
right?
crimes, it's like, yeah, I'm totally on board. For some reason, animating the dead is a crime or something.
Yeah, right?
No, I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Okay.
It wasn't a crime when I went to this cemetery the other day.
Oh boy. Don't go there.
Okay, looks
too
like...
soon?
I teleported too early.
Did you?
Okay. So now I gotta do it again.
Okay.
Alright, time to find a replacement. Kick.
Just trying to find the right spot. There's so many things on the map.
You can just hit P and then right-click my name and travel to player.
Okay.
Right-click Profane.
There we go. Travel to player. Excellent.
There we go.
All right, I am on my way. So, why don't you guys give us a little backstory for this dungeon?
I'll probably do that. I think what we'll do is, because I'll do that as we go through, or actually after Rich, because Rich usually likes to talk about some of the quality of life stuff that we have going on.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's a good
absolutely
idea too.
give you a backstory of the dungeon, both at the beginning and as we go through it.
Sounds good. It's however you guys want to do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure, I can do it in whatever order we want. But yeah, this is what we're calling Update 23. This is Scalebreaker.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 dungeons, Moongrave Fane and Lair of Marsalok. You chose Moongrave Fane because you liked the idea of a dragon cult and whatnot.
I do.
Vampire cult sucking the blood of a dragon.
Uh-huh.
I am 100% on board. That's my kind of cult.
In addition to the content, we've got what we're calling Prologue Quest that kind of teases what's to come in quarter 4, which is Dragon Hold.
Excellent.
And then we also have a bunch of quality of life improvements and balance things. Most notable items there are multi-craft, which is a big one that is going to make everybody's lives much, much easier, especially if you're the person that makes a lot of potions.
Oh yeah, I like it already.
Yeah, so right now, as you know, you want to make potions. You have to hit make button and you make 4 at a time if you're all maxed out.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes a while to make yourself a stack of potions. You have to hit it like 50 times or whatever that is. And with multicraft, you just say, I want to make 50 of these, or 50 makes of these, and hit a button, and it makes all of them at once.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, and so that carries across into deconstruction, into basically all the way through refinement of materials. So if you have the 6,000 plus, rubidite, or you can just refine it all at once and
just do it.
Yeah. So really, really cool. We also changed the way Undaunted keys work.
Okay.
So right now, and you've played, so you kind of know what those are. You do your daily pledges, you get a key, it sits in your inventory, and then you go to the chests in the major cities, and you get a chance at getting the shoulders that you want.
Yeah.
Well, we turned the Undaunted keys into a currency, so it gets that part out of your inventory, which is really nice. Gets you some inventory space back.
Oh, my inventory's always full. That's a beautiful idea.
But we also changed how the chests work, and now we have vendors. And the vendors sell you basically DLC bags, which is like, this one, the Scalebreaker has both Moongrave Fane and Lair of Marsalok shoulders in it. And you can choose to just buy that, so you get a chance at those rather than all 20 some odd dungeons that we have DLC, or 13 DLC dungeons that we have.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
So it just helps you kind of hone in a little bit better and be less reliant on RNG.
Yeah, that'll be nice. It's easier. It'll be much nicer to just Okay, this is the stuff I'm after.
Yep.
Can I just get those?
Yep, that was the plan behind it all. So it's going to cost you a little bit more. It'll be like 5 keys instead of 1, but
it'll be worth it.
It'll be worth it, yeah. I think that's the big overview.
Excellent.
Turn it over to Mike now, and he can play tour guide, and we can have some fun and hopefully
not
trash
die
talk
a bunch.
each other a little bit. Well, we got a good healer now, so.
I don't know about
we have an
a healer.
Yeah, we have a healer.
I have healing spells on a bar.
I was using bigger things.
I have 1 heal ability on my bar.
Keep it there.
Yeah, just know it's Bobby's fault if you die.
We're tied.
We're tied.
Fantastic.
So this is Moongrave Fane. This is one of the 2 dungeons in Scalebreaker. The story behind this dungeon is a vampire cult, the Hollow Fang, led by Nasazda and allied to Grundwolf, have shot down a dragon. Now, Grundwolf is a dragon guard. He's a vampire dragon guard. It's been around a long time, and in his fight against dragons, he got the brilliant idea: if he drinks the blood of a dragon, he'll be a super powerful dragon guard, and then he can kill more dragons.
That's smart.
Yeah, I guess. This guy right here, Chevalier Renaud, realizes that's a dumb idea. So, and he's friends with Grundwolf, so he's going to try to convince Grundwolf, hey, that's not a good idea. We should not do that. But and we're going to do that. We're going to convince him the best way we know how, which is via.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, that front door is locked, but there may be a side path over here. And if there isn't a side path, it's a really short dungeon. So.
All right. I better get out of the way. I'm not trying to have aggro. But yeah, Necro's been a lot of fun. It reminded me a lot of the Warden in that it was very varied. It could do a lot of different things. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed I don't get to just keep my undead minions. I get that it's, quote unquote against the law.
Mm-hmm.
But I just kind of wanted to have like 6 or 7 of them just run around murdering people with me. For whatever.
Yeah, one of the big reasons behind that kind of design decision was really based on kind of how the lore of Elder Scrolls works. Mm-hmm. So necromancy isn't a perfect science, it's not a perfect art, and you have to be incredibly expensive to have, or expensive. You have to be incredibly experienced in the skill line and be really powerful in order to be able to have things last for a particularly long time. Necromancy in Elder Scrolls is more about, the short term rather than the long term.
Okay. I was curious about that design choice too, so.
Yeah. Sweet. So here you can see these 2 NPCs hitting this block back and forth. So that's a new mechanic that we actually have that we're introducing in this in this dungeon that you haven't seen before. And it's used initially for like puzzle solving elements and stuff, but we're going to use it in boss fights and all kinds of stuff. So here, nice. If you want to come up to this, you can. Those are still dude now. Okay. Yeah, if you light attack, it moves it a short distance. If you heavy attack, it moves it further. And where we need to get is right over here to this.
Okay.
This pad. So go ahead and knock it around, and then.
Need to move it more.
It looks like it's stuck, so you can hit it diagonal too.
Okay.
Well, it's
stuck on the ground. There we go.
There you go. Yeah, and it lights up to indicate if it's stuck. It has that orange light if it's stuck.
Okay.
Blue light if I can hit it diagonal. There you go, and then you see this gate open. So the next one's going to be a little bit more in depth. There's 2 blocks that you have to use to open gates, but and then later on in the dungeon, we're going to use it to during boss fights.
Okay.
It's got weight and it's got heft to it. So you can use it to plug holes and that kind of stuff. And that's the goal for kind of getting the most use out of it that we can. But also, we want it to very much make sense so that it's not just some kind of contrived thing here. So if you go like this, you knock that one. And if you do hit somebody with it, it does knock them back.
Okay.
And that would open this door, and now Rich is going to troll me and knock the block off. And trap
Oh, I got the whole
me.
group. Sweet. All right, got them out of here.
And that's the end of the dungeon. What did you think?
That was great. It was a good time.
Just- Oop.
I assume there's no way to pull it. It can only be pushed.
Right. Nope. Stop. Stop.
Up, too far. Oh, I see it now.
There we go.
Aha!
We have both gates open. And that's not even the hard part. That's the initial trolling part. We wanted to do that without difficulty, so that
You know it's
that
going to happen.
people can get it out of their system before it matters. I guess.
Because yeah, people are absolutely going to troll each other with it. I can feel it.
It's funny because when we do these designs and we talk about this kind of stuff, and that is one of the questions people bring up, like, well, what do people troll? And I'm like, then they troll. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of ways you can do that in a dungeon. Yeah.
It'll be fun for a little while, and then that'll be the end of it, right?
So this boss actually has another interesting new mechanic. This little Sanguine Sacrifice, which is this symbol right here.
Mhm.
And what that is that requires blood. It can be either your
Oops.
blood or an NPC's blood. And what happens is if you use it creates this little hemohellet. And you use that for different things as well. Like I'm hitting it into the thing, but
Mhm. Whoop. Don't want to stand in that. I will say there's something very satisfying about just summoning a giant undead to smash things.
yes.
That's just the best.
That's an interesting position for him to be in.
And he's a little far out of the way there.
I got him. Nope.
Oof.
Whoa. That was a big hit.
12,000. Wow, about 40,000 damage.
There you go.
Like, I know I've got a little bit of HP and all, but damn. Not to take it all at once.
Here, buddy.
Put on my armor again.
There we go.
Easy peasy.
Yep, he's done. And that's the first boss in this dungeon. Now we're gonna go venture inside, see some of the awesome Khajiit architecture.
Excellent. It's very botanical gardens in here.
Yeah, they. This is from a kind of an ancient sect of Khajiit that a section of their religion that kind of got abandoned over time, and it was perfect for these vampires to come in and kind of use the temple. So
Smart move.
yeah, you know, why build your own temple, right?
Yeah, would you just wait for someone else to leave
Right.
theirs?
Yeah. Yeah,
Work
quote unquote.
smart, not
leave
hard.
there.
Please.
Oh look, we found this abandoned house. What are the shallow graves in the back? Don't
Decoration?
decoration. Right? We like Halloween. So this
we're
is
very big on Halloween here.
right. This is Drozikar. He is a Pomerot vampire, and what he's going to do is summon followers that are going to come over these Sanguine Sacrifices and sacrifice himself, so that he can use the Hemoheliads to power up himself, and we get to stop him doing that. He'll also put a shield on himself from time to time.
Now, do we want to do the sacrifice so they?
You want to hit it. Yeah, what you want to do is you'll want to hit it. When you see the sacrifice come up, you just go over and heavy attack it. See, like this?
Okay.
Yep. There's the shield. We need a damn shield.
Pew!
Nope.
Whoa.
I don't think we got it that time.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, the shield.
That is a big, mean vampire.
Yes, he is. This is one of the first stocks of the Khajiit of Amarats. Oh, nice victory horn there.
Oof.
Oof.
Got it, I think.
Yeah, you got it.
Excellent.
Success.
Easy.
And that's Drozikar. Easy. Yeah, it's
And
like
an achievement.
okay. We should have done veteran. So, some more cool Khajiit architecture. We also get to see kind of like you could look out this little area here and see the vastness of how big this temple is.
Oh, damn.
It's big.
I will say I really do like the design of the temple. I like the architecture and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's super pretty.
Oh yeah. Just about every dungeon I've been in has been really just visually appealing, though.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
You're stroking that ego now.
I mean, I don't want to brag, but I will.
Yes.
But you will anyways. I appreciate it.
Exactly. But yeah, that's something we strive to do, and this one hit really good notes as far as kind of selling that. There's a victory.
It's a victory horn if I ever saw one.
What I like about this dungeon too is we have the distinct rooms. The dungeon looks like it all fits together, but there's a lot of distinct rooms. This is a good example of that.
Mhm.
Like this is the statue room, you know, but it fits with the motif, but it doesn't. It still looks unique, so you kind of know where you're at in the dungeon.
Exactly.
And we will hit these guys, and then I'll show you. Another thing we like to do is to try to make these as contiguous as possible. So even as you're, kind of traveling between spaces and stuff like that, you'll see if you look back over that way, that's where we came from, over there.
Oh yeah.
So now we get to go outside and watch Chevalier be a badass. He's had enough.
He
Waiting.
has. I don't blame him. I've had enough
Yeah, right?
too.
Stab, stab, spinning attack. Nice.
He just
Way to
kicked
go,
everybody's
Chevalier. We should
ass.
high five. We were gonna do like a Top Gun high five right there, but we decided against it. So down there is Nasazda. She's the actual leader of the Hollow Fangs, and now Chevalier is gonna go have a chat with her. But we can't do that. We're not that powerful, so we get to take the long way.
We can't. Yeah, we can't do cool fire jumps.
No, we cannot do fire jumps.
I imagine we're gonna have to use the block to stop something in that fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're putting it together.
Because that's one thing I've noticed you guys have started to do more is tease the mechanics early in the dungeon.
Yeah, it's one of those things that we try to do. I know Jeremy is fond of saying we don't like to teach via death. So we try to teach at least how something is going to kind of work before it matters.
Yeah.
So that you don't, the first time you don't see it, you see it as not like under pressure and everything coming at you.
And then when you're in the fight, you're like, oh, hey, I remember that thing.
Mm-hmm. We're like, oh, I know that these, like when we come up on this fight, it's like, I know these blocks move. And then you'll see like these geysers appear, and you're like, oh,
there we
what
go.
happens if I put this block on this geyser?
Maybe if I do this, I'll stop dying.
Yeah. So that's a good segue into me talking about this boss fight. That's exactly what you're going to have to do. Is you're going to have to move these blocks on top of geysers to win the Kujo Ketho, which is this like cat lava gargoyle thing. Starts pounding the ground. Yeah, it's so cool. Here he comes. The Sazda has infused him, and now, boom.
I assume the harder difficulties will have more geysers at once.
Yes. Like we have
among other things.
We have one more round of I think balanced stuff on PTS. So next week, so we're gonna fight this even on normal in a harder iteration than it actually is going to be when it hits live. So this thing gets nerfed a little bit, but this fight can be somewhat different. So,
well, you guys heard it here. This is what you could have had.
This is what you could actually in veteran. This is going to be really close to what veteran, except everything has more health and stuff does more damage. So this is really close to what veteran does. No.
Okay. Oh, I know that looks like it's right. Whew.
Let's just walk right through the fire, Rich. Good job.
It's probably fine.
Yeah, what's the worst that can happen?
Well, you could die.
That is the worst that can happen. You're right. All right.
Oh, that's hot.
Hot.
Nice. Oh, that one took off, didn't it?
It just slid right across the floor. Felt kind of like air hockey.
Speaking of, let's see.
Where is the...
We get it?
Almost.
All over here. Oh, there they are.
I think they're stuck on each other.
Oh, that's not horrible.
Oh.
I have been trying to hit Bob.
I know.
There we go. That one's done.
Oh, you hit me out of the... I'm trying to fight mobs here.
The fire is on the other side of this guy. Just saying.
Almost.
Yep.
There we go. Oh, well, that's not nice.
What happens when you don't block?
Fall.
Oh, damn it. There we go.
Gotta be-
You know what? I'm just gonna burn the boss.
Can't burn the boss until he comes out of that phase. Now you can burn the boss.
There we go.
Just a meteor on his face.
Victory meteor.
There we go. Yeah, that was.
Fantastic.
That
See, I
wasn't
knew
my
we could do it.
All right, now we get to go inside. That was the third boss. We're gonna teach you some more mechanics coming up.
Alrighty.
Not this. This is you fought these guys.
Yeah, these guys are easy enough. I should have taken the bouncing skull. The poison's alright, but I'm used to the bouncing skull.
Ah,
That's just personal preference.
so as you see here, you have these red homunculuses, and they're shielded. So the way this works is you use these hemohellets to
To pop them.
to strip the shield off of them.
And if they're still up, after a fixed period of time, do the shields come back?
No.
Okay.
Once you use that hemohellet, but the hemohellet can miss. It only hits in like a cone in front of you. So if you don't hit them, you have to sacrifice. You can like I said, in order to spawn that hellet, you could either sacrifice your own life, which for a DPS is actually quite a bit of life, or you can kill a monster on top of it.
Hmm. Whew.
The Sanguine Sacrifice cares not whence the blood flows.
As long as it's flowing.
Yes.
Oops.
What you do, Rich.
I fell off.
Oh no. Alright. Very good.
There we go.
Easy peasy. Now we're approaching the another boss here, but this is like a cool atmospheric room. You see kind of like the
Oh,
vampires
yeah.
they brought in there. Cages from IKEA. They've set up here.
Yes.
You guys ever seen the vampire section in IKEA? No?
You shop at weird Ikeas, Mike.
I shop at weird IKEA stores.
Yeah.
You never seen the vampire section in IKEA?
I don't think I've seen that before. That's all very new
You guys
to
are
me.
missing out. Yeah, it's in the basement usually. I think.
Oh, that explains it.
That's right. You have to follow the red arrows on the ground. Anyways, so Chevalier is trying to convince Grunwolf that it's a bad idea to drink the dragon's blood. Nasazda shows up, stabs Chevalier in the back, and now we get to take on both Grunwolf and Nasazda. The trick with these guys is they she'll equalize their health like she's doing right there.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to try to bring these two together because that's ultimately what they want, be together.
Work on these ads. Got those.
Oh, I forgot to.
To interrupt.
Yeah. I got a Sanguine's Thirst, which is like a blood gargoyle thing. Oh, there's another interrupt. What?
Almost.
Worst. And that's good. Nasazda's down. Grunwolf took a knee, but now Grunwolf's going to come over here. And we have not stopped his plan. He's still going to turn himself into bats and then travel down to that dragon. Now that's a pretty cool scene we have here. You can actually, you could look up and see where the dragon was shot down and kind of collapsed through
That's cool.
through the wall. Now he's buried, kind of half buried in rubble. Just exploded some blood on Rich.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
I do. That's what I do.
I'm sure it comes out. Just a little bit of bleach, it'll be fine.
Yeah, it's, you know, what's a little emo hellet between friends? I don't actually know the answer to that.
Questions.
These are the questions.
All right. What's great is I've done quite a few runs like this, so now I know the perfect way to tank this when it goes live. Now you can see Grunwolf actually drink the blood of Sarotnax, which is the name of the dragon. Now the dragon's not going to be happy about this.
Probably not.
Got to deal with these little blood globule coagulants, I think is what they're called.
Yeah, coagulants.
And even more stuff.
Oof.
I'm just super powered.
Just a bunch of jerks, really. That's another one down.
Yep.
And then the bigger jerks.
We had our little cheerleader there. Flesh Colossus cheerleader.
Fantastic.
Even the pom-poms. Now we get to fight Grunwolf. So this block is back, and we used it a little bit different in this fight. So in this fight, Sarotnax actually hates Grunwolf. So Sarotnax is going to try to help us in this fight. And he's going to shoot flames at Grunwolf. What Grunwolf's going to do is hide behind the block. So we're going to have to knock the block out of the way. Yes. So right here. Yep.
Now you're still
Now
getting hit.
flame. Now he's going to get hit with these flames. He's going to choose a random target. Do that. Oh, there's a chain up. He's going to choose a random target. Trust me. Or not. There it is. I hit it too early.
Yep, you did.
That should have got him. Yeah.
I popped it too far away.
A lot of flames.
There's a lot of bad stuff on the ground.
You know. Ah! Whoops. All right.
No, wrong way.
There we go.
This feels very much like a the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Right, exactly. So this is like Saratnak's dying wish is to kill Grunwald. So he got it, and we
Good
helped him do it.
stuff.
We helped them do it. So now you have the scene between Chevalier and Saratnak. Saratnak's going to talk, and then, spoiler alert, he's going to die.
Still your tongue, worm. Your death is the one good thing to come of this.
Damn, that's cold.
Yeah. Dragons are...
Dragons are jerks.
They can be, yes. Generally speaking, dragons are jerks. Oh, sorry, buddy.
Rip.
So that's that one. And the other dungeon is... I can give you a brief synopsis of that one because we can get a chance to run it.
Sounds good.
Lair of Marcelok is set in the hills between Grotwood and Northern Elsewhere. And when the Halls of Colossus were opened up, other dragons that had been sleeping or hiding away came out. Marcelok is one of those dragons hiding in the hills. And it's a dragon that exudes corruption. It seeps out of every corner of its body. So everywhere it walks and steps and stuff, it slowly corruption spreads. So the Bosmer of the Eldenroot tree realized this and realized the threat that Marcelok poses to the Eldenroot tree. So they send an expedition to go deal with Marcelok. They never return. So they turn to the only thing that they think is powerful enough to counteract this corrupting nature of Marcelok, and that's Selene, who is made popular in Selene's Web, which is a forest spirit entrapped by Warlock Corindon. So in this dungeon, you go with the Bosmer to treat with Warlock Corindon to try and convince him to let Selene go so that she can help you defeat Marcelok. And that's what you get to do, is you get to fight a dragon. Now, dragons in Elsewhere and Sunspire are big creatures that you usually have to fight with more than a group. And we wanted to kind of maintain that dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, 3 of the boss fights in that dungeon are against Marcelok, and you chip his health away
Okay.
at different fights, so that you don't go in and he's just a random monster you beat. You actually chip his health away at the start, and then he flies off, chip his health away at another section, flies off, fight him in his final grounded form after you've kind of clipped his wings and defeat him there. So we wanted to maintain the how big and dangerous these creatures are, even in a 4-player dungeon.
That sounds like an awesome encounter too.
Well, I don't mean to toot our own horn, but it is.
And when is all this dropping?
PC and Mac, it's on August 12th, and for the consoles, it's August 27th.
Excellent.
It's like you've done this before, Mike.
I have.
Well done.
Great. Well, glad you could join us. Hope you enjoyed it. It sounds like you did.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, no, I love this encounter. This is a really cool dungeon. I almost regret picking it because the idea of a corrupted dragon sounds like a lot of fun too.
Yeah. And we tried to sell the etherealness of the otherworldliness of the corruption in the other dungeon. So as you go through, you have this green, almost rotwood kind of feel, but then you have this bluish corruption that really looks alien and stuff. You should definitely check it out.
I probably will. I'm going to see if I can find some time to hop in this weekend and check it out.
Very cool.
All right.
Right on.
Thank you
Well, I'll
guys a
follow
lot.
up through email. Let me know if you have any questions or need anything else in the meantime. We'll be sending you some screenshots early next week